And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Patriots.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of.
Pass. Complete to Jonnu Smith. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yards to go.
Wilson will throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his tight end Fein. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 77 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, they give us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, Wilson. Complete. Smith has it.
Wilson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2
yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete to number 1.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Josh.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 12, Mike 12. Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Mike 12, Mike 12. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
He can run for it, and he will. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Green 80. Get ready. Reload, reload. Strong right.
This time Wilson will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first throw for the backup Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 84 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
A loss of 14 on the play.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And again this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's good.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Bud Dupree. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On third down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. This is fielded at the 7. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
number 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was brought down by
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
To number 1.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right FC title game on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
He was taken down.
3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the number 1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle. Might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.